All right. So here we have Austin completely disrupting the meeting. Wait, do I have this angled right? All right. Hi, everyone.
He's trying to record this, so if we could try to at least, like... wondering why it wasn't working.
We're recording the Spring Break Challenge presentation. Yeah. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for coming to the meeting tonight. So we're going to go over sort of the spring break thing here and then sort of show you how you guys can like get your hands on the code and start working with it. So yeah, spring break challenge, basically a lot of the stuff I mentioned on Tuesday still applies. So, you know, it's this big, not big, but like sort of small competition we're doing over break where we are going to basically be like having a base game and implementing any sort of aesthetics over it, so any sort of sound, any sort of music, any sort of art that you want to, and even have some sort of like juicy code. So yeah, these sort of has all the rules if you want to read through those. Basically, just as long as what you're modifying is aesthetics and not like some mechanical thing, you should be good. We're working on it tonight in the dev session, so by the time you see this, it will probably not be relevant, but we're also going to be working on this Monday meeting over break, so the 6th. So rules are the same as game jams, except obviously the big one of you don't have to work in the Duder set and you don't need a team. So yeah, let's check the project out here with all of its sound and glory. That's not the Alright, so like we talked about. It's absolutely beautiful, so I'm going to disable that for a second. So it's a Mario clone. Pretty simple.
Give it away.
I did give it away. But yeah, lots of like, you know, just your standard like moving enemies, standard points and stuff. So that was close. The one big thing is, unlike Mario, this game looks like absolute garbage. It's just a bunch of colored cubes, which, you know, is good to some extent, but we want you guys to try and do something a little bit better. So I'm going to sort of be going through like sort of how you can actually change things like this. So the first thing we're going to try is just sort of like changing the art up a little bit. So let's get a new fantastic texture to use for one of the tiles. Beautiful. Beautiful. So whenever you have import a thing, you'll make sure you want to make sure your pixels per unit are the same size as the size of the image, in the case that you're wanting to use it for one of the 16 by 16 tiles. We're going to go through and show you how you can use like full resolution things as well if you want to like make sort of a more high quality, less pixely kind of game. So now we can go ahead and say, all right, instead of this image, we can go ahead and say, let's use this beautiful thing, apply that to the entire prefab, and there we go. Shashank's beautiful face.
Winking at you.
Winking. Absolutely. So the quality has already improved quite a bit.
That's fucking gross.
Let's, in case you haven't noticed, the sound effects are pretty garbage. I intentionally made them as awful as I could so that you could go through and replace them with your own things. So let's get our own sort of sound effect going here. We got dash, but we're going to use it for our jumping, so we can just go to our sound manager and swap this out. So you're welcome to program your own sound manager if you want, or sound effects, but I sort of just included like all these sort of basic things if you want to just use those. Make it a bit easier to get started. And so now, instead of that noise, you'll have more jumping. Not garbage for everything.
This is a horror game?
It's very possible.
Is this torture?
And then sort of, the one thing I forgot to do was, if you want to do not this, you can definitely just still like, feel free to add in your image. But yeah, make sure this sort of size is the same. So like in this case of the 128 image, make it 128 pixels per unit. And so now instead of Shashank's blurry pixely face, we have Brandon in all of his full HD glory. So yeah, that's just sort of, if you want to make a less pixely game. Final thing.
That's the kind of assets that really make it fun.
Is if you want to edit something with code, I've sort of provided these juice files that you can sort of modify, and these have basically everything that you'd need to be able to actually modify. So if you don't want to like dig into all of like the player movement code, things like that, this has basically everything that like you might care about. So we can take a look at this. Everything you care about. So a lot of them will have an update frame that has basically the variables that you might want to use, and then a bunch of these like custom on functions. So we have like on jump off enemy, on hit your head on a block, on landed, you know, on you got a power up, on you died, things like that. And this is for pretty much everything in the scene. So we also have something like that for the enemy, something like that for all of the tiles too. So like for this tile give points, maybe you want, you know, a little coin to come out the top. Who knows why? You could just make sure you like change the juice function for this. So on give points, you know, you could just add your little, make a game object pop out and then disappear. And that's basically it. You're welcome to feel free to just like go through all of this. Everything that's don't think you'll need to go through is under this like underscore base game, whereas the stuff that is like the prefabs you can modify, or like some of the scripts that are like just sort of skeletons that you can fill in, you're free to edit any of those. And that's basically it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing your results this next Monday. You guys got anything to add on that? Any questions? Yes.
What's the resolution for pixels on a single tile?
Gotcha. They can be anything you want. Right now they're set up for like 16 by 16. This is now set up for 128 by 128. So basically, just make sure whatever image you import, like I guess is just a square, and then make sure the pixels per unit is like accurate for that.
Cool. All right.
The one thing I will say though is if you plan on doing anything with the UI, so we have like a little point counter here. The resolution is set to be scaled from 1920 by 1080. So if you're thinking about any sort of images there, and you want it to be pixel perfect, beautiful, that's how you can do it. Anything else?
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
And have fun. How do I do the play
No,
mode?
how do you what?
Get the play mode.
Oh, how do you get the play mode pin? I thought you said how do you get the code? That's probably the second thing's probably a bit important too. Edit preferences, colors, play mode tint. Then you won't modify anything during your games being played.
Oh, there's preferences. I can see.
I've posted the link to the GitHub on the general chat of Slack. If you don't have that, feel free to just get in contact with one of the officers. I'm sure this will be covered with shit posts anyway, so if you never need it, like, we'll also send it out in like the email that this video gets sent out with, so. Cool. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Minecraft. Bye.